right, I have Donnie now for our week 3 recap. Here you go, little buddy. Let's see if he wants to play with his toy first before we get started. Hey, Donnie, what are you doing? Donnie is always ready to go. He's always down for training. Where are you? There you are. So week 3, we're going to briefly run through everything that we did in weeks 1 and 2. And I'm going to show you the new behaviors or new steps for everything else for week 3, okay? Good job, Bob. There's your toy. The first thing that we're going to get started with today is I am going to get Donnie dressed in his harness. And I'm also going to show you how to introduce the leash. So this is one that I get questions on a lot. It's like, how do I start walking my puppy? It does start slowly, just like everything else. And I would encourage you to probably start in the house first, the same way that I'm going to show you right here down in the training space, okay? You want to get started, Donnie? Of course you do. Let's see, what size harness are you? I think he is going to be an extra small. Here it is. All right, so we've got our harness. We've got our leash. Garbage. Where are you? Yeah. I'm going to trip on you. You guys are so little. Okay. Going to get him dressed in his harness as we have been. Are you an extra small or a small? We're going to find out. Okay, he still fits in the extra small. He's all clipped in. Puppies are so good getting dressed. Okay, so same thing for this kind of a harness. I find, again, holding the dog while I'm getting them dressed is just the easiest way to do it, so then you're not like chasing them all over on the ground. Okay, so he's all dressed. He's got his leash attached. He's got 2 D-rings there. It's attached to the D-rings. I'm going to grab some food. I'm going to grab the clicker. I want to start with just getting the puppy comfortable with having something attached to them. So he's just going to drag the leash a little bit while we play the flying cookie game. Remember, we did this one last week, okay? So I'm going to show Donnie a piece of food. Okay. And then call him back to me. Donnie! Yeah, good man. Okay. Donnie! Yes, perfect. Good boy. Okay. Donnie! Wow, there you go. That's a good boy. Let's do one more. Okay. Donnie! Oh, he's so smart. All right, so he's totally fine with dragging his leash around. Super motivated by his snacks. I have food in one hand. I have the clicker in the other, okay? I'm going to show Donnie that I have the food, and I'm going to gently pick up his leash with my clicker hand. Then we're just going to practice following a food lure, just like we have been, okay? I'm going to spin Donnie around. Wow, good man. And we're going to walk together. Good boy. So I'm clicking and feeding him, I don't know, every 2 or 3 steps that I take. And I'm teaching him that when he's on the leash to walk with me. Good boy, Donnie. Wow, what a good man. He's so smart. Okay, so that's how you should be introducing the leash to your puppy. Do it inside the house, just like I did here. Then you can take your puppy maybe out into your driveway or something and do it up and down the driveway. And then finally you can start to venture out onto the sidewalk, maybe go back and forth in front of your house, in front of your neighbor's house. You know, you don't need to put your puppy on a leash and try to take them for like a mile walk. It's not going to go well. They need to learn how to walk, how to just be on the leash first, right? So then after I do a little bit of luring with the puppy to walk with me, now we're going to go through all those other behaviors that we learned in weeks 1 and weeks 2, but with Donnie being on the leash, okay? I'm going to pick up the leash with my clicker hand again. I'm going to show him that I have the food. Donnie, sit. Good, sit. Down. Good down, buddy. Very good down. Good boy. Touch. Good job. Wow, aren't you so smart? Did you see him offer me another down? He's so cute. Oops, let's do that again. Donnie, sit. Beautiful. Down. Yeah, good man. Aren't you the smartest boy? Let's do another hand target. Touch. Woohoo! So Donnie's like a little rock star on the leash. Look at you, buddy. So good. So this is how I like to introduce the leash. These treats are sticky. Okay, we can get him undressed for a second. Yeah, come here. Oh my goodness, he's so sweet. Get your leash off. Get your harness off. That was a lot, so we'll see if he wants to take a little play break. Ready? Oh, sorry. Ready? Get it. Here's your toy. Get it, get it, get it. So the next thing that we're going to do in a second here is we're going to work on the mat. So new for week 3 for the mat, we're going to work on distance and movement while our puppy stays on the mat, okay? You still hungry? You don't want to play with your toy yet? Where is it? If a stay behavior is important to you, which I think that it should be, then you will have to keep practicing the mat at home. During our Zoom lesson, we can go over different applications for the mat, so like how you can use it at home, how to translate this into like sort of everyday life. Where's your mat? Wow, look at you. You're just the smartest little man. Okay, so just like last week, we can feed him once or twice just for holding the down on the mat, but then I'm gonna start to move, okay? And every time I move, I'm gonna mark that with the clicker, and then I'm gonna come back and reward him for staying on the mat, okay? Good boy. You're so smart. Very nice job. Oh, I love that little head down behavior. Okay, release him off. Gonna pick up our mat and we're gonna do that again. Fill in some treats. Where's your mat? Wow, Donnie, you are so fast. He knows exactly what he's supposed to do. You're a smart guy. He just loves life. Even when he knows he's supposed to stay, he's like wiggly. Now this happens sometimes. They might experiment with trying to leave before you tell them okay. And we're just going to bring Donnie back over to the mat. I'm going to get him in the down, but I'm not going to feed him. I'm just going to wait a few moments, maybe turn my feet away from him again. Then I will click and start to come back in with those treats again, okay? I just don't want to treat the puppy for making a mistake, if that makes sense. So that's how you would troubleshoot at this stage if the puppy tries to leave the mat before you give them their release cue. Good job, Donnie. And it's just part of the learning process. If you never make a mistake, then you're never going to learn, right? What it is exactly that you're supposed to do. Good job. Yeah, good boy. Donnie, okay. All right, let's try that one more time. There's your mat. And he's kind of doing it too. Sometimes when you like click or as you come in with the food, the puppy sort of pushes themselves back up into a standing position or a sit position. And it's just because they're anticipating you coming back in with the food and they want to meet you to get the food. Then I just make sure that the puppy is in the down position before I release that food from my hand. Okay? Good boy. He just cannot contain himself when he hears the clicker. He knows I'm going to come back over and tell him he's a good boy. Donnie, okay. Good job, Bubs. Very good job. You're all done with this. All right, so he did really nice with the mat. I like where all the puppies are at with this. Again, we can go over how you can use that behavior at home and how to keep practicing during your Zoom lesson. I'm going to bring my chair out here. I got a bum knee this week. I'm not getting down on the ground. Yeah, where's your crate? There it is. Okay, you're going to get yourself stuck. You silly. All right, let's work on the crate. You can't fit through there. Puppies. Donnie, kennel. Good boy. Very good. All right, new for week 3, we practice closing the door. Good job, buddy. We can feed him 1 or 2 in the crate for having the door closed. And watch what I do when I open it back up. I'm gonna feed him inside the crate. Okay, and then use his release word to come back out. Kennel. Good man. Good man. And we're gonna close the door. Like that, feed him a couple pieces. Good boy, Donnie. Then back up. See how he's trying to come out? I'm just stopping him with the food and rewarding him for staying in. Okay, until I say okay. Alright, so that's just how you troubleshoot that. This dog clearly loves the crate. Good boy, he wants to go right back in. But I also want to teach the dogs not to be like crazy rushing the crate when they come out. Good boy. Good job, buddy. Right there. Good boy. Okay. Here we go. I'm going to close it now. See how he wants to go back in so bad. You're silly. You can practice with your airline crate. Grab this one. I would just use the same cue for this one. Kennel. Look at this good boy. I mean, because it's the same behavior, he's got to go in something enclosed. Good boy. Okay. Kennel. Get all the way in there. He knows he can go in through the top too. Kennel. Good job, Bubs. Good. We can do something similar with this one. Just kind of close it like this. I can hand him treats through the top. There's your face. There it is. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. Okay. Want to show him how you can go in through the top too? Get it open. It has like thick. There we go. Close it up this way. Come here, Donnie. Go away. Here. Kennel. In you go. Good man. Good boy. Okay, so we're working on this with Donnie because he needs to go on an airplane. But if you are going to be taking your small dog in a car at all, I really like car seats for little dogs in a car. So you could do something pretty much the exact same way with teaching your dog to get in and out of the car seat. Okay. Did you see it? Look. Okay. Good boy. And I think that for the same thing, you're just building value for the dog, something that the dog needs to be sort of confined in. So I like doing something similar with a car seat for little dogs. Oh, I don't know why I'm putting this away. We still need this. All right, buddy. We're going to work on our handling exercises now. Got some grooming tools here. Oh, we got a treat on the ground. Let's not mush that. Let's try to recap our other weeks. Yeah, what do you think those are toys? You're silly. So you remember in week 1, we practiced some restraint. We practiced some body handling. There's ears. You can go through all their feetsies. Yes, good boy. Good job, buddy. Tail. Okay. Give him a little break. Then we can practice grooming tools. There's the brush. Yes, good job, buddy. Nail clippers. Yes, I'm just touching them to his feet. Good boy. Give him a break. Okay. New for week 3, clipper blades. We're just working on the fact that the clipper blades make noise. These puppies are going to need a lifetime of grooming care, so we want to make sure that they're comfortable and confident around different types of grooming tools, including those that make noise. I'm going to turn them on, and then I'm just going to drop a couple cookies on the ground. Look at you, so unfazed. Good. I don't know, after like 2 to 4 cookies, I'm just going to turn them off. I'm going to wait about 15 to 30 seconds, and then I'm going to turn them back on again. So I want the dog to make the association that when the noise happens, they get food. When the noise turns off, the food stops, okay? Let's do that again. Good job, Donnie. And he's like completely unfazed by the sound of these clipper blades right now. On Monday, when we first did this, all of the puppies were like, oh my goodness, what the heck is that noise? But you can see that after practicing this throughout the week, all the dogs are really chill with the noise now. Good boy. You want a few more? Good boy, Donnie. So please make sure that you watch the videos for week 3 in your video library. I do go into a lot more detail on this as well in there. Donnie did fantastic. Make sure that you get your Zoom lesson booked. You have 6 weeks. The Zooms do expire in 6 weeks after your puppy goes home. So if you want to take advantage of that, get it booked soon. There is a link. What are you doing under the chair? There's a link in your initial confirmation email to book the Zoom lesson. If you've lost that, just shoot us another message, and that's not that great. Come here, you don't have to be under there. Good boy. And we'll send you a new one, okay? So we'll chat soon.